Hello everybody, my name is Katie, I'm the Introverted Reader, and today's video is going to be the Booktube Newbie tag because obviously I'm a newbie, I'm here on Booktube, so I may as well, do the tag, for the newbies. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And the reason why I started this channel was because I already had the Facebook page, for the Introverted Reader Book Club. And something in me was just like, do you know what? You've had a YouTube channel for a long time, but you've never made videos. So I was just like, why not? I mean, I just wanted to expand, really. And as well, I was thinking about this last night. I was just like, I just wanted to create a safe space for people. Somewhere where all the other introverted readers out there that are like me, that maybe don't have a lot of people in their lives that enjoy reading as much as they do, can come here and we can sit and discuss books together, and it's a safe space and it's all good. So that's pretty much why. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? To be honest, I personally don't think I could. I mean, like I said, all I wanted to do with this channel was to create a safe space for people to come and we can discuss our favorite books without being judged. I know a lot of times as an introvert we feel like we're bothering everybody because, we think to ourselves, oh, they really don't want to hear what I've got to say. Well, I do. So I just want everybody to be safe here, and I just want this to be a fun, happy space, that we can sit and discuss our favorite books together. So as far as fun and unique goes, I suppose I would probably describe myself as fun and unique, and you're fun and unique too. We're all here together and we're all just here to have fun. What are you most excited about with this channel? Just to watch it grow, really. I mean, I know I only have 25 subscribers to my name, but to be honest, I didn't think that I would even get to that. To be perfectly truthful, I never thought anybody would care enough. And here we are. 25 subscribers later and we're still here. But I am just excited to grow and just to see just where it goes, really, because this is making videos was something that I wanted to do for a while. Whether or not I wanted to do it as a full-time job or not, that remains to be seen, but for now I'm just here to have fun. Why do you love reading? I love reading mostly because it relaxes me, because I do suffer from anxiety a lot of the times, and I do get panic attacks, and reading is something, sorry about the noise there, someone's in the bathroom, mostly because, like I said, it relaxes me. And obviously, with my anxiety and everything, if I've had a particularly trying day at work, or I don't know, if I'm just feeling like really, really overwhelmed, I can come up here to my room and my bookcases, turn on some Harry Potter ASMR rooms, and just, sit and read for an hour or so and just collect myself and just, recharge. And it's just escapism for me. I was bullied for a long time, and escaping into a fantastical world made the days go a lot easier. So that got very deep, but it's true, and that's why I love reading. What book/series got you into reading? I mean, obviously I read Harry Potter as a kid, but the very first book series that I remember reading was actually the Princess Diaries series by Meg Gabbitt. And I want to point out that when I read the first book in that series, I was maybe like 8 or 9, and it didn't register with me that book was written for older readers. It's supposed to be for teenagers, because it talks about going through puberty and getting your first period and developing breasts and talking to boys and all this stuff, and just a lot of teenager things that I did not know about, obviously, as an 8/9-year-old. But I just remember seeing it one day at the book fair in primary school, and I just remember lifting it and thinking, oh, princess, it's got a pink cover, and being a little girl, and supposedly supposed to be into those sorts of things, I lifted it, but I found out that it was so much more, and I ended up reading that entire series, and that series is actually very, very special to me because it was the series that helped me find reading in the first place. you know, it got me into reading full-on series, because it's like a 10-book series, which is scary, and I amazed myself that I was able to read it all. But and then obviously I find Harry Potter, and then later on I find Twilight, and then I find The House of Night, and you know, the rest is history. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? I thought about this last night, and honestly the only question I would ask them is, what is one thing that you tell yourself every day to keep going? You know, because so many people on this platform can fall out of favour like so fast. Like, I have been, you know, subscribed to so many channels on Booktube over the 10+ years that it's been around, and I've seen so many people gain so much popularity in such a short amount of time, and I've seen them fall from grace like that quick. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that I've seen booktubers, or I'm not like slamming anybody, but I'm just saying, you know, I would definitely ask them, like, what is it that helps you keep making videos? You know, because there's definitely some videos on this channel that I've made and they don't really have as many views, and I try to tell myself that it's not a big a deal, but you know, it just gets to me, you know, for some reason. And then there was a point, even though I barely have any subscribers, my Strange the Dream Room makeup video that I made, I remember looking at the views on that and just thinking, oh, no one cares, what's the point, you know, like, whatever, like, no one cares. I mean, the makeup looked terrible anyway. Like, my anxiety just kicked in. It told me all these lies. But then I talked to my best friend, and she was just like, you know what, just keep doing what you love. Like, you're not here to please anyone. So on that note, that's what I would ask my favorite booktubers. You know, like, what keeps you going, and what advice would you give me that you wish someone had given you? You know, something along those lines. What challenges in starting a booktube channel do you think will be the hardest to overcome? Everything I just said. You know, like staying consistent and, you know, finding the willpower to keep going. Obviously I've only had this channel for a couple months, but again, like I said, I've been here on YouTube, subscribed to so many different channels for like the 10+ years that it's been around. I've seen people, you know, gain popularity and then fall down again, and it's really just, I know, I guess just, you know, and YouTube's algorithm, don't even get me started, but like, just all the things I just mentioned just there, you know, staying relevant and staying consistent. And you want to know the reason why half the videos on this channel are book hauls? Because I couldn't think of anything else to film. And I was like, but I want to film something. And then I was like, but and I was just like, well, I've bought a bunch of books, so I could just do a book haul because they're easy to film and they're fun to film. So I literally would just put those out there and think, that'll do. But I do think that I really need to work on that and overcome that, because I do want this channel to have originality. Like, I want to be able to really, really grow and expand and everything. So yeah. Yep, just, you know, staying consistent. That's the main challenge. When did you start reading? I started reading, obviously I remember reading storybooks as a very young child, you know, like being read to in school and my mum reading me stories and stuff. But I didn't start like reading myself, like me actually sitting with a book in my hand reading it myself, till I was in P4. So like I said, about 8 or 9 years old, reading a book that was geared towards teenagers. But yeah, it was about 8 or 9, and then by the time I got into secondary school, I was consistently just reading every day. Where do you read? I tend to read anywhere. I bring a book with me everywhere I go, like whether it's a physical book or it's my Kindle. I bring a book with me everywhere, and if I can find, if I have to be somewhere and and you know I'm gonna be there for a while, I bring a book with me in case things get quiet. I sometimes go to the cafe at Waterstones and I just sit in there and sit and read for about half an hour. And I also read in bed. Like I said, I put on there's this YouTube channel that I found, it's called ASMR Rooms, and they have these Harry Potter themed videos. They're like an hour long, and they do all the different house common rooms, you know, and the great hall and like the prefect's bathroom and stuff, and it's just all these nice soothing ASMR sounds, you know, like the fire crackling and paper rustling and pens scratching on paper and stuff like that. So I put those on and I sit and read in bed, but I bring a book with me everywhere. What kind of books do you like to read? That's the very last question. The type of books that I like to read, it honestly varies. I mean, the majority of my taste is young adult, but you know, I mean, I was looking over my bookshelf last night, and yes, it is primarily young adult, but I would read new adult. Like my favorite author is an adult fantasy writer. Like PC Cast writes, you know, adult stories. And yes, she has written, and obviously she did do The House of Night with her daughter, and that is young adult, but the majority of her work is like new adult, like older, you know, like sort of like in their 20s, 30s, sometimes 40s, you know, like full grown women, and men too. She's written by men too. And yes, her latest series is like a new adult series, and I read middle grade as well, like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson. What other middle grade ones do I have? I've delved into LGBTQ contemporary, you know, like one of my favorite books of last year was Simon Versus. So if you have any more recommendations for LGBTQ contemporary, let me know. I just read everything. You know, I'll read the odd classic once in a while. I don't read them all the time, but I would if I find it interesting. So yeah. That's the Booktube Newbie tag. I'm sorry if I ramble a little bit on my answers. I didn't really think any of these through. But, you know, answer some of the questions down there for me. You know, like, when did you start reading? You know, what do you like to read? You know, comment down there. Let me know. Please follow me on Instagram. I am at LocketBlinger. I update there quite a lot, you know, with my reading and everything. Please subscribe if you want to, if you like what you see, and ring the bell, because ringing the bell means that you know when I'm uploading. I try not to tell everybody that I'll see you such and such a day, because I don't know how the days are going to go for me, but I will definitely see you guys again soon, because I do have some video ideas in mind. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye.